Before... Her eyes took on a glazed look. Before Ada, Edie finished for her. Yes, Lucy said. Before Ada. Her thoughts were hazy as to what had happened before Ada, but she knew she'd loved Mary. I went to her wedding. What does delivered mean? Miss Goddard took a breath and asked them to sit down. She was a single woman and had a few qualms about explaining the business of giving birth to children when she had no real understanding of the matter herself. It's not like delivering a parcel, Edie said. It means that it popped out of Aunt Mary 'cause it was ready. She was ready, I mean, the baby. She's going to be called Sally. She's got red hair, like Uncle Joe. Much too early to explain the facts of life to Lucy, Miss Goddard thought, and Edie probably knows them already. So she said, Well, perhaps as soon as Aunt Mary is able to receive visitors, we can take a walk to see them. Oh, she had her on Sunday, Miss Goddard, Edie explained. My ma and Aunt Susan had been already and crossed Sally's hand with a silver sixpence to bring her luck. Ma said she had tiny little fingers that curled round sixpences as if she knew they were hers. Oh, can we go? Can we go? Please, Lucy said eagerly. I've never seen a new baby before. Well, Miss Goddard said, if Edie will ask if it is convenient, we could perhaps visit on Friday or one day next week. And that will give me the opportunity to say something about bringing a child into the world, she thought. Perhaps not the actual birth process, but we could discuss nature and pollination and, she sighed, and, other matters. What did you mean when you said Aunt Mary was ready? Lucy persisted. Ready for what? Edie screwed up her face, then enlightened said, No, I said Ben was ready. Ready to come out into world. She'd had 9 months to get ready. That's how long it takes to make a baby. What a long time, Lucy said thoughtfully, and was about to make another comment when Miss Goddard interrupted. Get your numbers books out, children, and we'll count out how many weeks there are in 9 months. Have you had a baby, Miss Goddard? Lucy persisted. No, because I'm not married. Now, we really must get on. You don't have to be married, miss, Edie informed her. A girl in next entry to ours had a bairn and she wasn't married, and nobody talked to her, but my ma does now that she's had it, because she said somebody had to help her. It was a boy, she added. I've seen him. You can tell he's a boy 'cause he's got a little toggle. Lucy's eyes were like saucers, and she opened her mouth to speak. Miss Goddard took a breath. Enough, she said sharply. Open your arithmetic books at page 4, and no more talking. On the Friday morning, Edie came back with the message that they could visit Aunt Mary that afternoon. Miss Goddard arranged with Mrs. Thornbury that after lessons had finished, she would take the children to see the new baby, and then Edie would go home, and the governess would bring Lucy back. Please give Mrs. Harrigan my good wishes, Mrs. Thornbury said, and I hope the child will thrive. She reached for her purse, and opening it, took out a silver sixpence. Will you give this to Lucy, to cross the baby's palm? The governess was surprised at the gesture. Is it not a superstition? She asked. It might well be, Mrs. Thornbury said. It's also an old tradition. But apart from that, a child coming into a poor household needs all the help it can get. Miss Goddard nodded and wondered if perhaps Mrs. Thornbury knew more about life than was apparent from her impassive and sometimes disapproving manner. I'll take us on the shortcut, miss, Edie told the governess. There's a lot of dust down Prospect Street, and some of it's closed anyway 'cause the houses at other end been demolished. I know the way too, Lucy piped up. I went with Mary and with Ada, and then you and I went for a walk there.